Why is smooth FPS so very key? In the world of Fortnite, every single moment matters a lot. High FPS, or frames per second, gives you a real competitive edge. You can spot opponents much quicker than before. Your aiming becomes incredibly precise and responsive. Building structures is smoother, faster, and more reliable. Low FPS often means annoying stutters and frustrating lag. This can easily cost you that coveted victory royale. We want you to win. We want you to have fun. Let's talk about what FPS really is. Think of it like a flipbook. Many pictures make a smooth movie. Frames are those pictures for your game. More frames per second mean the game looks super smooth. Fewer frames mean it looks choppy and slow. This choppiness is often called lag or stutter. It makes playing Fortnite much harder than it needs to be. It's just not as fun when the game doesn't keep up with you. Smooth gameplay is essential for enjoying every match. High FPS impacts all your core Fortnite skills. Consider building, a true signature of Fortnite. With high FPS, placing walls and ramps is instant. Editing those pieces becomes quick and fluid. This allows for amazing plays and outsmarting foes. Your aim also benefits greatly from more frames. Tracking moving targets is easier, flick shots become more consistent. Reacting to sudden enemy attacks feels more natural. Every single frame provides an opportunity to perform better. So, what is our main goal with this guide? We want to help you achieve consistent high FPS. This isn't just for the professional players you see online, it is for every single player who jumps from the battle bus. Whether you play on a powerful new PC or an older machine, these tips are designed to make your game run better. Let's work together to get those frame rates soaring high. A smoother Fortnite experience is waiting for you in 2025. First, let's find those important in-game settings. Look for the gear icon, then click on Settings. For many PCs in 2025, Performance Mode is a hero. You can find this under Rendering Mode in the video settings. Performance Mode makes visuals simpler to boost frames. It lowers visual quality, but gives amazing FPS gains. This is especially great for systems with less powerful hardware. It helps your computer focus on pure speed and responsiveness. DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 are other options, but try Performance Mode first. Now let's look at key graphic settings to adjust. View distance can often be set to medium or near. You will still see players far enough for most fights. Shadows are very demanding. Turn them off or to low. This one setting can give you a huge FPS boost. Anti-aliasing smooths edges but costs performance. Try off or low. Textures can be set to low or medium. This depends on your graphics card's video memory or VRAM. Lowering these settings frees up your PC's power for FPS. There are more settings we can tweak for extra frames. Effects should be set to low. This reduces visual clutter too. Explosions and other effects will be less demanding. Post-processing also adds visual flair but eats FPS. Set it to low. These settings are less critical for spotting enemies. Now let's talk about resolution. Your monitor's native resolution usually looks best. However, if you really need more FPS, you can lower it. This is a last resort for very low-end PCs. Always prioritize other settings first for clarity. Don't forget the important display settings section. Full screen mode is absolutely crucial for best performance. It lets Fortnite take full control of your screen. Windowed or borderless modes can introduce input lag. V-Sync should generally be turned off. This reduces input lag, making your actions feel instant. If you see horrible screen tearing, you might turn it on. But for competitive play, V-Sync off is usually the way. Set your frame rate limit to match your monitor's refresh rate, or if your PC is strong, a bit above it for stability. Let's optimize Windows for peak Fortnite performance. First, make sure Windows Game Mode is turned on. You can find this in your Windows settings. It helps prioritize your game for system resources. Next, consider turning the Xbox game bar off. It can sometimes consume resources you need for Fortnite. Close any unnecessary background applications before you play. Things like web browsers or other launchers can slow you down. Also, always keep your Windows operating system updated. Microsoft often releases updates that can improve game performance. Your graphics card or GPU drivers are super important. This applies to NVIDIA, AMD, and even Intel GPUs. Always try to use the latest game-ready drivers. Manufacturers release these specifically for new games and updates. They contain vital optimizations for titles like Fortnite. Updating is usually simple. Go to your GPU maker's website, download the installer and follow the instructions. This step alone can give you a noticeable FPS boost. It ensures your hardware is talking to the software perfectly. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, open the NVIDIA control panel. Go to Adjust Image Settings with Preview. Select Use My Preference emphasizing Performance. Drag the slider to Performance. Then go to Manage 3D Settings. Find Power Management Mode and set it to Prefer Maximum Performance. Set Low Latency Mode to On or Ultra. This reduces input lag. For texture filtering, quality, choose High Performance. These settings tell your GPU to focus on speed. You will get more frames for a smoother experience. For those with AMD Radeon graphics cards, open Radeon software. Look for a feature called Radeon Anti-Lag and turn it on. This helps reduce the delay between your actions and what you see. Radeon Chill can limit FPS to save power, so set it off for maximum FPS, or you can set a tight FPS range if you prefer. Image sharpening can make the game look clearer with little FPS cost. You might want to enable this for better visual clarity. Under Advanced Settings, find Tessellation Mode. Choose Override Application Settings and set it to off or a low value like X8. These tweaks optimize your AMD card for Fortnite. Let's uncover some lesser-known Windows tricks for more FPS. One useful tip is to disable hardware acceleration. Do this for apps like Discord or Google Chrome, especially if you keep them open while playing Fortnite. These apps can use your GPU, taking resources from your game. You can usually find this setting within each app's own settings menu. Turning it off frees up your GPU to focus solely on Fortnite. This can lead to a small but helpful performance gain. Every little bit helps in the quest for smooth gameplay. Here's a slightly more advanced tip: the High Precision Event Timer, or HPT. Some players report better performance by disabling HPT. This can sometimes be done in your computer's BIOS settings, or you might find it in the device manager under System Devices. Disabling it is said to reduce system latency on some PCs. However, this tweak is a bit more controversial. Its effects can vary greatly between different computer systems. Do some research for your specific PC setup before changing it. It might give you that extra edge, or it might do nothing. Another secret is to periodically clear your shader cache. Both NVIDIA and AMD GPUs create a shader cache. This cache stores compiled game shaders for faster loading. Sometimes, after big Fortnite updates, this cache can get corrupted. This corruption can lead to stutters or performance issues. For NVIDIA, you can enable this option in the control panel or clear it manually. AMD Radeon software often has an option to reset or clear it too. Think of it as giving your game's shaders a fresh, clean start. This can smooth out those annoying microstutters. Finally, don't forget your network for overall smoothness. A wired Ethernet connection is almost always better than Wi-Fi. It's more stable and provides lower latency, or ping. This won't directly give you more FPS, but it makes the game feel smoother. You can also try using custom DNS servers. Popular choices are Cloudflare 1.1.1.1 or Google 8.8.8.8. Sometimes these can speed up your connection to game servers. Reducing lag and improving connection stability helps your game feel responsive. Try these tweaks today.